Hello again, my friends on Patreon. As always, I have to start by saying I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me, supporting the mission. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. So today I have a topic that is interesting to me, but it's also sad. It's sad because a lot of people all over the world are being taken advantage of, como engañado. And it's sad because what I'm going to talk about, it happens to older people or maybe people who are just not very smart, okay? They do not know better and they get taken advantage of, okay? And it's pretty sad. So what I am going to talk about today is internet scams, okay? Internet scams. I think you guys say estafa. So that's what a scam is. But so I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about these scams. They're interesting to me because it's like, how did that person not know? How did they not know that they were being scammed? Why would anybody ever believe this? But the problem is that the people who are doing these things, they are taking advantage of people who are very lonely. Okay, for example, an older woman whose husband just died, or something like that, okay? So these people who are getting scammed, they're older, they're lonely, they don't really know about technology, okay? So I want to talk about two different types of scams because I have seen two different YouTube channels that I'm also going to recommend you guys because the videos are interesting and you could get a lot of good English, okay? So the first type of scam and the first YouTube channel that I'm going to talk about is called Scammer Payback, okay? And it's a YouTube channel of people from the United States, and they scam the scammers, okay? They get revenge on these scammers. So this type of scam is when sometimes you get a pop-up on your computer. This is a pop-up that says you have to call Microsoft support because you have a virus or something like that, okay? Now, it seems like a lot of these scams, they are happening in India, okay? These are people in the country India who are calling and using their computers to scam people, okay? They have big buildings, edificios, filled with Indian guys on their computers and phones scamming old people here in the US, okay? And so what they will do is they will either send you an email or a pop-up on your computer, and it says you have a virus, you need to call the technical support. Or they will say your antivirus is going to expire and you need to call the number or else your computer will be in danger. So then these old people, they call the number and then this guy talks to them and says, oh no, you have big problems on your computer. You will have to send us money or else you can lose everything. He will say things, he will try to scare these old people, okay? He will say, if you don't send us this money, all of your information of your bank account, your social security, things like that, they will be in danger. So send us this money, okay? Things like that, scams of that nature. And of course, he's talking to an old lady, a 70-year-old lady, and she does not know about computers. She doesn't know any better. So she gives him all of her information. And then this guy can steal her money out of her bank account. He can steal her retirement money. Very sad, and it's pretty evil. Very bad. What kind of person would do this? So this YouTube channel called Scammer Payback is really cool because these guys are computer geniuses, okay? Genios con computadores. And they are after revenge. They hunt these scammers down, okay? And it's so cool to watch the bad guys, the scammers, getting scammed. So these guys try and destroy scammers so that they can't hurt other people. And it's really cool. It's a really cool show. One of the guys who is on this YouTube channel, he even aprendió to speak Punjabi, which is an Indian language that they speak there, okay? So he even knows how to speak their languages. So when he hears them talking to each other in their language, he says, oh, I heard you, I understand. It's really cool. But it's just really nice to see somebody getting getting revenge on these bad guys who hurt kind old ladies and old people who don't know any better. So I really like that channel. How can you avoid being scammed this way? If you guys, I'm sure you guys know, because you know enough about computers to find my channel, subscribe to my Patreon, so you guys know about computers. You know that if you see a pop-up like this, you don't click it, right, my friends? You know better. You and I know these things, but my mom, your mom, my grandma, your grandma, they don't know these things, okay? They don't know these things because they did not grow up, crecer, using computers like we did. That's the first kind of scam that I'm going to talk about and how to avoid it. You don't click on these numbers. You don't respond to emails that do not look real. Now the second type of scam, this one to me is like, why would you believe these things, okay? We have to know ourselves in order to not be taken advantage of. So these people must not know themselves at all, because this is called a romance scam, okay? Romance is like relationships, parejas, amor. So these ones seem to be mostly people in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, the countries in Africa. It's usually African people who are scamming all these people with romance scams. So how this one works is usually it's an African man, and he'll pick a picture of a really handsome man or a really beautiful woman, and he'll make a fake dating profile or a Facebook, and he will look for people who look older and lonely and less attractive. And for example, say he's using the picture of a beautiful woman. He will find a man on this dating website, and he will send him a message. Hey, handsome, you look interesting. Can we talk? Okay, and the thing is, the man who he sends it to is not very good looking. He doesn't look like a very cool, chido, chévere, chingón kind of guy, okay? He looks like a guy who doesn't get a lot of girls. And that's what they are looking for to scam. So they will take a picture of a hot, beautiful woman and send this guy a message calling him handsome and stuff like that. And this guy never has girls messaging him, okay? So of course he's gonna say, oh, hey, how are you doing? And then the scammer starts telling him this. They talk, they build a relationship, and then the scammer starts using the love or the attraction that this man feels for the fake profile by saying things like, baby, I don't have food, could you send me a little bit of money so I can eat? Baby, I have to pay my rent, alquilar, and I don't have the money, could you send me this? And these guys, they fall for it. They send money. They think they are helping a young, beautiful woman, but really they are sending their hard-earned money to some dude, some guy in Africa who's scamming them, okay? And this YouTube channel that I have been watching is called Catfished, okay? Catfished. And I have seen a bunch of episodes where some of those guys have sent $100,000, okay? Their money for retirement, okay? Jubilar. And it's so sad. It's so sad that they get ripped off out of all this money. But I think to myself, okay, listen, man. Why on earth would you think that a beautiful woman wants to talk to you? Okay? And I am not being mean. I'm not being mean at all. But if a profile with a supermodel sent me a message, I would think, yeah, no, that's not going to happen, because this girl is sending messages to football players and millionaires, billionaires, okay? She's not going to send me a message, all right? Some normal guy. Now, if I was famous, okay, if I had a lot of money and I drove all these cars and stuff like that, sure, because that's what she looks for, a very successful, wealthy man. But right now, I am not famous, okay? So I know that these supermodels are not sending me messages talking about how handsome I am, okay? And when the people on the channel, they ask these men, why would you think that that woman would send you a message? He says dumb things like, oh, my personality is super cool and she's tired. Está harta. She's tired of the bad boys who cheat on her. No, my friend. No. 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 That girl in that picture is not tired of rich, wealthy, awesome guys, okay? No. And she does not want a 60-year-old man with a big belly, okay? No. Sorry. No. And that's just the sad truth, okay? But you gotta know yourself, okay? One of these episodes that I saw, one of these videos, was a woman, an older woman, and she thought she was talking to the actor, Johnny Depp. She thought she was talking to Johnny Depp. Okay, Johnny Depp talks to those models, all right? And this woman was in her 50s. She looked like somebody's mom, okay? So it's like, why on earth would Johnny Depp, one of the most famous men on earth, he could have any woman he wants, why is he messaging some 50-year-old woman in some place that nobody knows about? And the woman says, oh, it's because I'm so kind and my personality. No. No, I'm sorry. Yes, personality is important, but a famous and very attractive person who has options, he is going to look for a beautiful woman who also has personality, okay? So we have to know ourselves, all right? We have to know, I have to know that these supermodels are not going to be messaging me right now. And these older people have to understand that beautiful, beautiful women and very handsome men, they are not looking for older people who are nice, okay? They want attractive people as well. And we have to know ourselves, know what kind of people are a match for us, and that's how we will not get scammed, all right? You have to be realistic. All right, my friends, so this was just a video about scams because I've been listening and watching a lot of it lately. I think it's interesting. Those two channels that you guys could check out to get some good English are Scammer Payback and Catfished. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, my friends. I know that you guys are smart enough to not worry about these things, but keep an eye on your parents, your grandparents, okay, your family members who are older, because they don't know about technology like we do, and they're not ready for these scams, so they could get taken advantage of. All right, my friends, take care of yourselves and the ones you love. Muchísimas gracias por ver y nos vemos pronto.